Hello, and welcome to Not So Traumatizing Math. Today we're talking about volume of cylinders. Volume is all the space inside of a 3D object. The formula for finding volume of a cylinder is V equals base times height. Now, when I say base, I mean the area of the base. And when I say height, I mean height of the cylinder. So when you're looking at a cylinder, the height is actually this part right here. So that'll be your height. And the base will always be the circles on a cylinder. So it'll be the top and the bottom, those parts right there. Let's look at the first example today. So the first example, let's say it has a radius of approximately 1 inch. And let's say the height is approximately 4 inches. So let's go ahead and plug this into our formula. I'm a big fan of always showing your work, and I believe your math teachers would as well. So the formula is V equals B, H, or base times height. And to find B, or the area of the base, in this case, it is pi times radius squared. So let's go ahead and solve for B first, so we know the area of our base. And radius, in this case, is just 1. So it's pi times 1 squared. And 1 times 1 is just 1. So in this case, it's 1 pi, or you can just write it as pi. Now, some people might say go ahead and turn it to 3.14 right here, but I like to leave pi as a symbol as is, and then use your calculator end to get the most accurate result. So let's go ahead and leave it as pi, and let's plug it back into the formula. So now we have our volume equals base times height. So our base in this case is pi, and our height in this case is 4. So let's go ahead and multiply it out here. So V equals 4 pi. Normally there'd be another number in front of that pi, which would make it a little more hard, but this time we'll do it like this. So 4 times pi, if you plug it into your calculator, is going to come out to be approximately, and I'm going to use the wavy lines here for approximately, 12.57 inches cubed. Make sure you write that as inches cubed and not as inches squared, because we're not doing area, we're doing volume right now. And our second example, let's say this is roughly the dimensions of a Pringles can. So I know that the radius of a Pringles can is about 5 centimeters. And if we're also looking at the height of a normal Pringles can, it's going to be about 25.5 centimeters. So let's go ahead and show our work. We'll write our formulas here. So volume equals base times height. And we need to find our B first. So the area of the base equals pi r squared. So let's go ahead and plug in that 5 we have for the radius for that radius. So B equals pi times 5 squared. And 5 squared is just 5 times 5, so that's 25. So now we get 25 pi. Now I'm going to keep on leaving this here as 25 pi and just go ahead and plug it in. So volume in this case equals 25 pi times the height, which is 25.5. So let's go ahead and multiply that out here. So volume equals 25 times 25.5 gives us 637.5 pi. And then I'll multiply it out here for my final answer. 637.5 times pi gives us 2,002.77 centimeters cubed. So that would be roughly the volume. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to add to my numbers by subscribing. Now go out to divide and conquer.